What's up, guys? Real quick, I want to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by our friends at SeatGeek. Yes, SeatGeek, the most amazing app out there. Go to the link in the description right now and use my code JASON, and you're going to get $20 off your first order. That's incredible. All right, let's get back to the video, and my thanks to SeatGeek for sponsoring this podcast. I have something we can do. Okay. So I have a friend. Okay. He's had a crush on you for a long time. Okay. And he knew you were coming today. Okay. So he slid into your DMs last night.
Oh, shit. I saw this.
Oh, you did see it?
I did, but I didn't click on it.
What does it say?
Hi, I'm Ilya, and I'm going to be a billionaire one day. Let's go on a date to Mastro's Steakhouse on Sunday night.
Okay. That's our theme music. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm not going crazy?
No.
Okay, good. You're crazy too.
Yeah.
I'm with the certifiable Lindsey Pelas right here. No, I'm just kidding. This is Lindsey Pelas, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to All Good Things. We are here at Davy Wayne's. Once again, we're here at Good Times at Davy Wayne's. I said it right? That's an odd name for a bar.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's good though. Good times at Davy
Unless they're
Wayne's.
bad times. I'm sure people might have had a bad time or two.
I'm sure that people have blacked out in here.
I think I have.
And if you might be sitting in vomit. You don't know.
You never know.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Thank you for doing this.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
So glad you're here.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I went down the rabbit hole last week. I watched every video of you.
I'm scared of that, you know?
No, you're great. And that was one thing that struck me was like, oh, you can't get her personality from her Instagram.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, and you keep it that way.
You know, it's hard. It's one thing to show how you look, but to show how you think and act, it's scary. It takes a lot of balls. Maybe I just don't have the balls.
No, but at the same time, some of the things when you did speak, when I heard you talk, I was like, you had some really good things to say. Thanks. I wanted to bring this up because I thought it was awesome. There was a New York Post article that you read, that you were in, and you said something really cool.
They better not have misquoted me too. These people misquote you like crazy. Not the New York Post, but I did an interview recently with The Sun, and some of the things that were in quotes, I never said.
What did they say?
I don't know if it was The Sun directly, but some of the takeaways from what I had said, it would be things like, I'm a hot Playboy model, and people think I'm dumb and stupid, but I'm not, in quotes. And I'm like, I would never speak that way.
They just made that up.
And that makes me dumb and stupid on its own.
Yes.
So, but I really didn't realize the links to some of those, the headlines specifically. It's not within the article, but the headlines, the clickbait titles, they're so crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been doing a lot of podcasts to promote this podcast, and everybody wants to talk about my ex-girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, when we had a very tumultuous relationship.
Oh my God, now I want to talk about it.
I'll tell you all about it. Okay, so here's what you said. So it was an article about how guys are gross and they send you awful pictures, and you spoke out about it. Yeah. And the article was like, and I actually doxed one of the guys.
Oh, no, I would never say the word dox.
Well, not dox, that's the wrong word, but you basically, found out where he worked and everything. Yeah. And good for you.
It wasn't hard. It was public information, and he worked at General Motors or something. Yeah. And he seemed like he was in a managerial role, and imagined some of his staff might have been women. And he had messaged me repeatedly about my asshole for months and months and months. And I was like, this guy's obsessed with assholes. How's he going to do a good job at work? So I had to let him know. I had no regrets about that at all.
It's so crazy how forward people can be, or how gross guys are.
It's beyond, he didn't really want my asshole. He wanted me to be in pain and hurt and feel bad. There's some sick, scary people out here.
Right, and that was part of the article. It was like, this guy should not be running about if this is what he's messaging to me.
Yeah. Or, just do a little HR check and just ask his staff.
I like that. Cool? People should not be leaving mean comments. It's horrible. I saw somebody else on TikTok, this woman.
Uh-oh.
I can't remember her name, but these women would write nasty things about her for showing her body or whatever. She went and DM'd all their husbands.
That's hilarious.
And the husbands were like, yes, let's hook up and let's link. And she got them all.
Ooh,
so don't
justice.
Leave. Yeah. So this is what you said later on in the article, which I thought was awesome. You said, they've used the body and beauty of women in music videos, in movies, and in magazines. It's only a problem if women are paid directly for their own beauty. Yeah. They're offended when a woman makes the money and doesn't have to pay a man through it. It's such an obsolete idea.
It's true.
I read that. I was like, yo, that is really good. That is facts. They're okay with you being the ring girl. Yeah. Right at the fight.
Which I was once.
You were?
Yeah.
Which fight?
I don't remember, but I had to do a UFC ring girl thing for this whole thing. But yeah, I held the card. I did that.
You did?
I did not a NASCAR, but I also did a Formula One kind of thing.
Yeah.
I did every hot girl job that you could think of.
Yes.
So yeah, and people are fine with some of those roles. Some people aren't, but a lot of people don't mind when hot women are used to benefit the pockets of men.
Yeah. But and then that's when they get pissed off, is when you take control of it and you do it your way. Yeah. And it's so true. So hats off to you. Okay, so you were born in Louisiana.
Yes.
Right?
Allegedly.
You grew up there. What kind of kid were you?
Kind of sassy. People told me I was sassy, but now I'm thinking I was really smart and people just didn't want me to know it, you know? But I was sassy. I always got in trouble for being sassy, but I was very bright, straight A's and gifted. And I'd get an F in conduct for my mouth. They said I like to back talk.
Okay.
And
what kind of school? Was it a
public school? Yeah, my parents.
A lot of kids, small town.
Kind of. I went to different schools when I was younger, but then for the majority of my childhood, I grew up in a dairy farm town in the middle of nowhere called La Ranger, Louisiana. It's literally like cows and horse poop and all that stuff. That's where I grew up. But my dad lived in New Orleans, so I kind of had a little blend of city stuff. It's a lot. There's like redneck people in Louisiana, and there's like swamp people, and then there's a city, and then there's a country.
What's the difference between a redneck person and a swamp person?
Well, they have totally different accents. One is more like Jeff Foxworthy, trailer park, NASCAR, kind of Dale Earnhardt kind of shit.
Can you do the two accents?
Yeah, my mom and they would talk like this. Like
that's
more
redneck.
Redneck.
Okay, yep.
Dale Earnhardt. Barbecue.
I have a friend, Addison Ray, and when she'll dip into her accent, it's really fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well then,
and she's from Louisiana.
But the swamp people down on the bayou talk like this, like, and they get on the B-row boat and they talk
really
about
good.
The water. And so they're totally different accents and totally different lifestyles. And
were you there for Katrina?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It's
awesome, Jason.
Yeah, I got 2 weeks off school, so I probably, as a kid, you love it. Like you don't.
Right.
It doesn't really affect you.
What did you do when the hurricane hit?
I was at my grandmother's house. They sent me up, and my parents were paramedics at the time, and so they were kind of saving people's lives, I guess, nonstop. Yeah, so they shipped me off to my grandma, which is northern Louisiana, and that's more.
And you missed the storm.
We still got some like side storm shit, but I missed some of it.
Super scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have hurricane parties in Louisiana too.
Well, tell us about that.
I mean, people just throw ragers. Like when the hurricanes come and all the lights go out, you get some deck of cards and you get a lot of alcohol and you kind of kick it.
Right.
It can be somewhat fun.
And you have like, this is my girlfriend. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm so jealous that you're in like a happy relationship. I just got out of a horrible one. And like you just got a dopamine hit because she called and stuff.
All my friends think I'm crazy because I'm in love. And like, do you think
that is fucking crazy, man?
Yeah. Oh, it is.
I mean,
it is, right?
You got to be crazy to go for it. It's
right.
So scary, but I'm so jealous of you because right now you're loving it.
It's funny. You're just like, you think it's too soon to be in love with somebody?
No.
Like in a month?
No, I fell in love with someone literally last month. We didn't even have sex.
Okay.
I felt those love
What
feelings.
team did he play for?
Too. None. Ew, I'm not like a big athlete person.
You're not? Oh, okay, cool.
He was an artist.
Oh.
So he painted stuff.
But yeah, and what happened?
I think he was trying to play some games with me.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he was trying to test me, and I'll fail a test. You know?
He'll fail the test.
I'll fail a test. If someone tries to test my limits, I'll just fail it.
You just check out.
Yeah.
Right. So so you're just like, you're just no games at all.
I don't want to anymore. It's hard in a kind of any kind of creative job. If something's taking up your mind, like all I could think about is like, oh, we're going to play games. This is going to take up so much of my mental energy. How am I going to do all the other shit that I love and want to do? Like,
yeah.
We have too much going on these days for that.
I think too, like I'm 49 and I know like where I am now, it's like, there's no games at all. I'm just like, I don't have time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like really nice just to know that like, oh, this is all I want and this is all I need, and not even question like anything else. So it feels really good.
They say you don't know the person till like 9 months. I think an average person, their mask falls off at 3 months. But then for like a real crazy, it's 3 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. Just from my own studies and experience.
Okay. So what were we saying? Oh, wait, what were we talking about? Okay, so you grew up in Louisiana, and then at what point do you say to yourself, I'm going to go to LA? Was it Playboy? Is that what happened?
Yeah, 23 years old. I graduated from LSU.
Okay.
I got a history degree, and what does one do with that? They just keep bartending. So I was still.
You wanted to be a journalism major, right?
I wasn't sure what I wanted.
I wanted to do that too.
I did some mass comm classes, but I was actually really deterred when one of our professors said that you'd be fired for being a reporter if you wore sexy Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
And they actually had like article proof of that. And I remember thinking, well, I'm out. Like I'm not going to do that.
Right.
And yeah, so I graduated with a history degree because I had a scholarship and I just needed to get something to prove that I went to college. And I did that. And so I was still bartending, and I thought, if I'm going to bartend, let me go somewhere that's more exciting and I can make more money. So I thought Vegas or LA. And at the time I had posted Instagram selfies, and I sort of had kind of a weird following for just being some chick in Louisiana. And I thought LA would be the more difficult decision. So I made that one, and I moved here with no job and $3,000 and 200,000 Instagram followers, but that didn't do anything for you back then.
It's interesting you said that. You said I chose LA because it was the more difficult decision. Yeah. I did the same thing.
You did?
Yeah, because I was in New York and I was doing okay. I was doing comedy in New York, and I just thought, oh, it's going to be hard to move to LA, but maybe it'll be worth it. Is that what you thought?
I had a boss at the time, and he said, if everything worked out, which would you have chosen? And I was like, definitely LA. The LA would be the choice. And he said, that's where you go.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, okay.
And it worked out.
It did.
And so
it took a while.
You go to the Playboy Mansion, and who is there? Mr. Dan Bilzerian.
Yes, Dan.
Who I have some friends that know him, say nothing but good things.
Yeah.
Very kind guy.
Yeah.
And you seem to speak very highly of him.
I think he's cool.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
My friend Harry Jowsey just like went and saw him for like a couple days. Do you know Harry?
I know of this guy.
Harry Jowsey's like a crazy.
I'm not in the like mix. I feel like I'm not cool.
Harry Jowsey's this incredible guy. He's like from Australia. Yeah. He's really good looking, and he's really fun. And he's really, like Australian people are just wild.
Yeah,
like
they live by a different set of rules.
Yeah,
sure.
like he'll just talk about his asshole or whatever. You know what I mean? He'll talk about anything. And when he does it, it's not creepy. But if I talk about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's just good at it. And so then, he was out. I saw him. He said he was out with Dan for a while doing all like the activities, water skiing, and
so many activities.
And so he walked up to you at a party. And how did you meet him?
His security walked up to me.
Yeah,
I just walked in the Playboy Mansion, and somehow I weaseled my way into the mansion on its own. Like I didn't know anyone in LA.
Were you already in the magazine?
No, I had modeled for the website.
Yep.
But it didn't like warrant an invite to the mansion or anything like that. And when I moved here, I went out to Warwick, which is down the street.
I know it.
And I met these random people, and they said, we could sneak you in tomorrow. And so I just met these strangers at a bus, like at the Roosevelt, and then we made our way up there. So anyway, I go to get my first drink, and some man comes up to me, and he says, hey, do you guys want to meet Dan Bilzerian? And I was like, okay.
And you knew who he was?
I did know who he was, yeah. And I went up and met him, and he said, I like the way you jiggle. And I was like, okay. And I was 23, so, it doesn't really take much to be
That's the opening line.
Yeah. I said, this is what the real thing looks like. Like, that's exactly what I said.
And it's on.
Then it was on. And we hung out. We, explored the mansion. We ended up going back to his house, which was
great.
That was the most insane part. It wasn't the Playboy Mansion. It was his beautiful home in the Hollywood Hills with the chef and the huge array of food and the view. I was like, if I died tonight, this would not be bad.
It is something when you see a good spread of food like that.
Yeah, the food was one, but the whole scene was so awe-inspiring because I'm from Louisiana. We don't really have we don't even have a lot of wealthy people there that at least I know of. I don't know them. So I'd never seen, a home that looked like this. I'd never been in a Rolls Royce. all that happened in one night. It was pretty interesting.
You were just swept off your feet. And then he, sort of, right?
Well,
it's intoxicating if you're 23 years old.
Definitely.
To see all that for the first time. I remember the only thing I can compare it to is when I was 21, I worked at Saturday Night Live.
Sick.
And that to me was like a lot of opulence, like all the food that would come in, all the presents, all the gifts, I got to ride in a car even though I was only an intern, and like being with Adam Sandler and stuff like that. So I'm sure for you, it's unreal.
Yeah, no, and there were cool celebrities that would go to his house. I met like Vin Diesel and Ludacris, and Chris Brown would be there.
Really? What's Vin Diesel like?
Cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. We didn't have much of a conversation. I think Ludacris is like the coolest person alive.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy.
He
was great on the Justin Bieber roast.
But yeah, Dan's house was cool. But Dan was really honest. He was like, look, I don't do like the girlfriend thing. I'm not looking for that, but you're really cool and I'd love to hang out. And I was 23 and a bartender. So I'm like, okay, yeah, every now and then. And I'll never forget one day I was bartending at the Avalon, which is down the street.
Yeah.
And he texted me. He's like, hey, do you want to get in Steve Aoki's helicopter and go to Vegas to go see some show? And I said I had to bartend. I was like, no, I have to work. Like, in hindsight, fuck the job. Figure that out later, like, go. But I didn't. I stayed bartending. And
You did?
I turned it down.
That probably made him, like, want you even more.
Maybe so.
Right?
I don't know.
Like, say no to somebody who's really powerful.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that guys out there who are watching this, be honest, be upfront. Yeah. Right away, right? Because that goes a long way with...
Okay, you know how we're in a culture of like misogyny podcasts?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta be worried about any podcast you go on. Like, I did my homework. But it's like a landmine not going to a misogyny pod. You're just like, oh, is this gonna be one? No.
I hope it didn't come up. You're talking about like Andrew Tate.
No, just like misogyny fucking pods. We go on there and people laugh in your face and like their goal is to make you look dumb. And there's usually like 3 against 1 and they're all fugly. Yep. And it's like, but anyway... Where are we going with this? Oh, but the misogyny pods, they all have this horrible advice about tricking and manipulating and demeaning to get women. I have dated really handsome Lothario type men, and they are not nasty to women. Yeah. And just like the reason I'm cool with Dan is because day one he was honest and he wasn't playing a silly game with me, and that's why people like to be around him. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, it's not, is it? Why do guys do that? Why do they feel like they need to lie?
I don't fucking know. It's like the answer is right there in front of us. It's just be nice. And look, I think a lot of people think bad boys get girls.
Yeah.
And I think people are leaving out the part where sex appeal can matter. Like women, I think there's a lot of talk about how women can be sexier and look better and, you know, be their best, whatever. How many misogyny pods are talking about straight up sex appeal? Mm-hmm. Like when is the last time these people have focused on just alluring women by being great?
Yeah.
I don't know.
My friend said something the other day. I just said, oh, is your other friend going to hook up with him? And she goes, no, he's a doctor. And I go, well, what does that mean? And she goes, well, he's not like an entrepreneur. He's not like out there like doing something. Oh. And I was like, oh,
interesting.
Because I still don't understand women. Like I'm trying.
I could explain us.
Please.
It's really not that hard.
Explain it to our listeners.
I think the best rule of thumb I've heard is to just expect what you offer and offer what you expect. So hold
on, I'm stupid.
Okay.
Expect what you offer.
Yeah. And offer what you expect.
So
if the reasons you're into some girl is that she is smoking hot and she's creative and she, you know, makes her own money and does all this stuff, at least offer that. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's kind of a good rule of thumb that this is going to match up and work out. But I think sometimes people are expecting things they don't offer themselves. And that is the most entitled, dumb, like plan of all time. And look at the internet. How much content is out there about being sexier and appealing to women?
I think the internet also confuses everybody.
Yeah.
A lot. True. And I think we're all guilty of it. It's like, okay, you know, here's... Like I was in Europe last week, and like you go to post for the brand, and you're like, "Well, I have to make this look as good as possible." Yeah. And then I came back, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, it looks like you had so much fun." And I was like, "Nah, it was all right." Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think that, and so when somebody sees like, you know, your picture and you're in a bikini, they just assume one thing, and it's just not real. It's not, you know, who you are.
No.
Right? You don't always wake up and play with a water hose in the backyard.
I look like a potato 4 out of 7 days of the week.
Okay, so you started dating Dan.
Yeah.
And that you basically get a lot of followers from that, right?
Yeah. And I moved here, it was probably 250,000 around that time.
Pretty good.
Huge, actually. And at that time, that was so many people.
Huge.
And Dan was like, I'm going to make you internet famous. And I was like, you know, whatever. Right. Give me another shot of alcohol.
Yeah.
And he set up my first viral photo shoot where I ran in slow motion in this like white tank top bikini.
Yeah.
Or white tank top. And it got like 10 million views. And then he would post me at the same time. So I had 1 million followers in about a month.
Oh my God.
It was interesting. And I was still working at the bar, you know?
You were?
Yeah.
People come into the bar and recognize you?
A little bit.
Yeah.
My coworkers really hated me. They sucked. They were not thrilled that it was just working out for me pretty fast.
They were jealous.
They were pissed.
Yeah.
And we split tips. I was doing like philanthropy in there.
I had a friend. He was like famous on Vine, and he was working at El Pollo Loco,
Oh shit!
And the person came in and was like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "Are you that guy from Vine?" And then he literally said, rice or beans, like right after that. Like, it was like really embarrassing. But then again, not embarrassing too. It's like there is something about like those days when that's honestly the best time is when you have the job at the bar and 1 million followers.
Maybe.
In a way.
It was so confusing for me because I just thought, people would always say, if I had your following, I'd be doing this and that and this. But I was 23. My brain wasn't even developed yet.
Yeah.
I had fully developed. So I had no idea what the fuck I was supposed to do. And this was before Instagram and the internet was a career. Mm-hmm. There wasn't this like, I want to be viral. I mean, there was, but it was more like for shits and giggles. Like there wasn't just this paycheck behind it.
What was the first like brand that came to you?
Protein World.
And how much did they pay you?
$300 for one of the posts. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but yeah, Protein World. I got paid $300 to post a protein shake. And at the bar, I would make like $250. And I thought, okay, I just made this in 30 seconds, so now I'm going to quit my job. And I called and I quit my bartending job. And then about an hour later, I called back and asked for it back. And they said, you should just go figure your stuff out and then call us if you need us.
Why did you call back after an hour?
Scared to death. I had no job. I didn't know. It was such a risky thing to do. But that was the last job I ever clocked into in my life.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. And so when you're living this lifestyle with Dan, and is it tough to bring 17 girls with you everywhere you go? Because that's when I would look at those posts, I'd be like, Amber forgot her phone.
It looks exhausting.
Or that like somebody's like, I just imagine you guys get in the Sprinter van and someone's like, oh my God, my purse.
I don't know if the quantity was the same back then. Like I don't remember being like Sprinter vans of so many people.
Yeah.
But I do remember there'd be parties and people would meet up and there would be like hot girls around. But I could see like one of our trips when we went to Colorado, there was like 4 people in the plane. Me, my friend, and a guy friend.
So after you were gone, more people came in probably.
I don't know. I didn't keep up.
Right. What's up, guys? Real quick, I want to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by our friends at SeatGeek. Yes, SeatGeek, the most incredible ticketing app out there. I love SeatGeek. I've told you, they've just changed my life in so many ways. I've seen so many shows. One of my favorite SeatGeek moments was the night I knew Dave Chappelle was coming to play the Hollywood Bowl. I knew for months that he was coming, and I didn't get the tickets. I ignored it because I was so busy. It got to be the day of the show, and I called my friend Adam W. and I said, dude, we gotta go see Chappelle tonight. Let's go. He called our other friends, Hannah, Stocking, and Daystorm. Yes, I'm friends with some Instagram celebs. Sorry, guys. No, and we went and we had a great time, and we got the tickets last minute. We had great seats. It was not too expensive. I bought the tickets, showed my phone, walk right in. It was an awesome night. And I remember when we walked out, I turned to those guys and I said, that's something that you're going to be able to tell your kids that you saw. You saw Chappelle live. You saw him at his peak. You saw him in his heyday. And so that was all because of SeatGeek. Yeah, so that's why you need to download the SeatGeek app right now. Go to the link in the description right now and use my code JASON. I'm not done. Use my code JASON and you're going to get $20 off your first order. That's incredible. SeatGeek has tickets in every city. Download the app. Go find your city. Go see who's playing there. It can be, go see a magician, go see a comedian, go out, support live events. It is so fun. It is so important. And I want to thank SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys. They're back. They're doing a bunch more advertisements with us. And that's thanks to you guys. You guys went and you downloaded the app. So if you want to support this podcast, please go download the SeatGeek app. Go buy some tickets and show them that the All Good Things crew and the fans of this podcast love SeatGeek, and I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And you're going to get $20 off your first order with my code JASON. All right, let's get back to the video, and my thanks to SeatGeek for sponsoring this podcast. Okay, well, I have something we can do. Okay. So I have a friend.
Okay.
He's had a crush on you for a long time.
Okay.
And he knew you were coming today.
Okay.
So he slid into your DMs last night.
Oh, shit.
And I think this will be a really good test, because I think to slide into someone's DMs is very bold.
Yeah.
And I thought, I just want to see how you react to what he wrote.
Should I go find it?
Yeah. Can you look it up? Okay.
Is it going to be a penis?
No.
That's when this turned into a massage.
No. And by the way, before you go.
Wait, find him. Okay. Don't judge all those. And don't judge the crack screen.
I'm not.
I didn't mean to.
Okay, before.
Who is on there? I'm embarrassed.
Oh my God. He's like a wonderful guy and very successful.
Okay.
So whatever this
is going to contradict whatever that is.
No, yeah. This is what he.
That's wrong with being short.
That's what he wrote.
I saw this.
Oh, you did see it?
I did, but I didn't click on it.
What does it say?
Oh, it says, how do I say his name?
Ilya.
Hi, I'm Ilya, and I'm going to be a billionaire one day. Let's go on a date to Mastro's Steakhouse on Sunday night. I fucking hate Mastro's, so that's why I was.
Oh, you're vegan?
No, but one time he told me to wear a jacket over my outfit, and they're misogyny steakhouse. So I was like, no, I'm not going.
No Mastro's.
Yeah, no. We should open up with something else.
So what would be a good opening line?
Fuck, I like something that's really simple. I like, hey, you. Something hot, like something bold. Doesn't have to be much. You know?
You're not into Ilya?
Okay, let me
take a look. Take a look at his pictures.
Look, I don't know anything about this man.
He's a wonderful, wonderful guy. He takes care of all his friends. Very successful. He has a new. I mean,
he's got a 6-pack. That's
pretty
impressive.
Good. He has a new protein company.
He's super cute.
Called Zila, and he has a gym in his house, and he works out lots of influencers and stuff.
If you really like this guy, I'm not sure you want him to date me.
Why is that?
I can be a little bit a lot.
Tell us.
If you want him to stay happy and stuff, I'm probably not the one.
Tell me. I feel like that too.
Yeah.
I always say that to people. I'm like, you don't want to date me. I'm miserable.
No, I'm gonna be too much.
What do you think your problems are?
What do I think my problems are?
I'm addicted to crack.
No. I don't know. I think I'm really kind of, right now I'm in this very axing stage, right? If it's not fitting and it's not right, I'm not going to waste a ton of time. And I hate disappointing people too. And that will almost frustrate me more than, it's easy to break up with a dick. It's hard to break up with a great person. And if he's great, I don't want to be in another thing where he's just not right for me. And then I have to break his heart. I hate doing that.
You're putting up walls.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot. Dating is a fucking lot. And especially it gets worse as you get older. Because you get, your list of demands gets different and your experiences are worse. And
what are you looking for?
I'd like to be with someone who is devoted and he is kind and he has compassion for a woman's experience in life, because our experiences can be really different. So I don't want to waste a lot of time explaining why so. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't put anything on there like a job or a height or a money amount. I think that's the most shallow shit. You have your own money,
so you don't need.
Yeah,
right.
But it's crazy when people limit themselves to so many, age and a job and a physical thing. That's none of that matters to me as much.
And so you don't like athletes. You never date any athletes.
I've never dated. I went out with a basketball player once, on a few dates, and when my dog sat on the couch next to him, he told him to get down. And I was like, this guy's done. So that was the end of that.
My girlfriend now dated a basketball player.
Really?
And it's it bothers me.
I don't like the idea of my life revolving around a sport. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you got to sit there and watch it all the time. Fuck. It's kind of dating a musician can be fun, but you got to hear the song over and over and over.
Right.
And it's
go on tour and
cool.
Hear Kickstart My Heart again and again and again and again.
Sounds great.
Okay.
That's a lot.
And so
I'm going to be single forever.
What's that?
I'm going to be single forever.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
I might Greta Garbo it.
What did Greta Garbo do?
I think she died alone, right? She was known for being alone.
Oh, I don't know.
She dated people, but she never settled down. She didn't want to.
It just takes one person.
Yeah.
And even for me, I thought I'd never meet anybody. Yeah. And it really just takes one.
Didn't you want to was there ever an age where you wanted to give up?
Yeah.
When was that? Because I don't know how much more I have in
the last couple years, I was ready to give up, but only because I got really good at being alone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is great, actually. To do whatever I want, and but yeah, I probably gave up in the last year.
Yeah.
Especially, but I think too for you, it must be so hard to know somebody's intentions.
Yeah.
Because guys want that. They want somebody pretty on their arm, and it doesn't necessarily mean you guys have chemistry.
Yeah.
Right?
I think what's tough about me too is you can kind of get punished for some things that might be good, because I think historically men were supposed to be providers. They said, I didn't agree to that, but men were supposed to be the more, strong one, or providers, or capable. And if I'm in a relationship and I am a little quicker witted and I'm making more money and my house is bigger than yours or something, that really doesn't sit well with some people deep down. And I get punished for that. And I'm like, bro, you could just sit in my house and love me. Like, I don't need anything from you but love. And I get punished for those other things that they were attracted to.
I was married for 10 years and my ex-wife made way more money than me. And I was that guy.
Yeah.
And looking back on it now, I wish I could have just been secure enough to be like, oh, it's okay, I'll pick up the kids. But I wasn't. I was young, and I was just like, I need to do my thing. I can't live with myself. I can't stand who I am.
No.
Yeah.
It's tough.
That's how
and
I
that's
felt.
not your fault, too. That's just like society and what they've ingrained in us about the roles and what people are supposed to do.
But the world is so mixed up, too. Because, like, I know some women, they just want to have kids. And they just want to be a housewife.
So much work.
So much
respect,
work.
But
respect.
Like, oh my God.
So much work.
Yeah.
And then, so I think,
then sometimes those partners resent them though, because they think, they look at domestic work as not real work.
Yeah.
And then they'll think, I'm bringing you all this money and you just sit at home and hang with my kids. And there's a disconnect about who's doing what. And then that guy is not appreciating the woman. And
no, I have kids. I have kids. It is so much work. Do you want kids?
I don't know.
Nah.
I'm open. My Reiki lady thinks I'll have one kid at some point. Who knows?
I think it's the best.
I'm open. I'd have to be madly in love though, because that's the scariest thing to have a human being built in my stomach. This is intense. And then you poop on the table when you have a baby.
Yes, I've seen this.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have some scat videos at my
Oh,
house.
shit.
No, I actually saw, I did see that when my kids were born.
Can I ask, what it was like? Was it embarrassing? Or no one cared?
I mean, I don't get grossed out by stuff.
Yeah.
It's just whatever. And it just comes out. And the doctor was really good. They wiped it away really quick.
That's what they say.
And I mean, the idea of a baby coming through someone's body like that is...
Okay. Also, my thing about kids.
Yeah.
Everyone gets elated. They're like, oh, I'm going to have a little baby and they're going to have these cute clothes and we're going to do baby shit. But hopefully the person will live most of its life past 35. So you think you're having this little baby, but you're actually making Carl, who is 40. And Carl at 40 is going to be around more than this little baby that you got for the blink of an eye.
Yes.
And a part of me is just okay, so to be a portal for someone's soul into this planet, why? I got to have a good why. I got to really...
Because what happens is you have your life and you're successful and I'm sure you have a ton of emails in your box right now, come to this event and come promote our thing. And then eventually you just go,
yeah,
like that.
I kind of do that already.
Yeah, just do that. And with a kid, you get this whole new thing. So everything, if you ask me, don't ever ask me my opinion on movies because if I saw it with my kids, I loved it.
Really?
Yeah. So
that
it's
cute.
Because I have a lot of friends that don't have kids and they'll be like, oh, what did you think of that Pixar movie? I'm like, oh, so good. And they're like, it sucked. And I'm like, oh, maybe it did, but my daughter was having a blast.
That's fucking adorable.
So that's
the cutest thing I'll hear all week for sure.
It's every little thing. And you pick them up and you're just like, I just picked up my 13-year-old daughter yesterday and we went to Raising Cane's. That's her thing.
Fucking love it. It's from Louisiana, of course.
Yeah. And you have to wait in a really long line.
Oh, it's worth it.
And I was just like, you know what? Let's do it. I have work. I don't care. Yeah. And just to see her, she was literally dancing in the car over Raising Cane's. And that's just the best stuff in life. It is just the best. It's
it's so cute.
All this stuff that we do, you get millions of views on your thing and your Instagram picture gets 2 million likes. It's all just nothing. It's
so scary though if it goes awry. Because if you look at
yes.
Britney, K-Fed and Britney Spears,
yes,
that kind of when you have a baby, you know that you can be depressed after the fact. You really have to be with someone solid because you're recovering. Yep. You've got a baby that you're not sleeping. I'm crazy if I don't sleep. I'm fucking nuts.
It's really
you got to do that. So you really need a supportive person. And if not, your life can really go downhill fast. So it's just trusting someone. I don't know. There's a lot of thoughts, but I'll figure that out later.
Yeah, it sounds like you're at a period in your life where you have some walls and you have some doubts.
Yeah. I started paying for therapy, so everything's...
What did they tell you?
One of the good things she told me, she said I need to not make decisions out of a state of not in like being well, like feeling in my well-being. So therefore, like I can't make decisions when I'm tired as shit, and I can't I can't be rational in a conversation if I haven't spent time asleep.
Yes.
And I have problems remembering to be disciplined about taking care of myself. When I have so many opportunities on the table. So
I hate when somebody asks me a question at night.
Really?
I hate. Can you do this tomorrow? Because I'm not.
Yeah, don't stimulate me. Let me unwind.
Yeah, I'm not thinking right, and I'm bipolar too.
Yeah.
So by the end of the day, I'm like, I'm just checked out.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But I'm learning lessons. I think therapy's helping.
Good.
Yeah.
I want to go to therapy, but they're all on the west side.
Wait, no, do a Zoom one.
So far.
What about a Zoom?
What if they record me?
Well, you got to get over that fear. Yeah, fear-based thinking. And I'm a fear-based thinker, so I'm working on not doing that.
I think it's great that you're in therapy. I won't do it because I don't want to catch everybody up to speed.
Fair
It
enough.
just takes so long to explain all my problems, you know?
A good one might not even need that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Worth a try.
What's something that you got to do with your job that was like really cool?
I mean, I love The Housewives, so I got to...
Wait, you're on The Housewives?
Well, I somehow I've been in like the background of a few scenes because I did Erica Jane's music video where she did the expensive video where we were pillow fighting in a bed of cash, and I thought, and because I was such a fan of the show, I'm like, this is the best. I know.
So you were in her music video, and then you love watching The Housewives?
I do love watching The Housewives, but I should say something cooler. I know I've done really cool stuff. I didn't listen. I don't know.
Did you do the Super Bowl or anything like that, or concerts, or
I've been to cool concerts. I've seen cool people.
been backstage?
I've been backstage.
Yeah.
I mean, the coolest thing I ever did was buy a house, so that had nothing to do with all that other stuff.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah? I'm going to look it up later.
My house? No, don't.
Well,
It's
no, I
beautiful,
mean, I
though.
want to see it.
Yeah.
It is strange you can look up someone's house.
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
but
it's really
I'm trying
fucked
to
up.
think- This should be illegal, but
When I got my house,
Yeah.
it was in the Times.
what?
And it wasn't even like a nice house. I was like, what the
With
fuck?
the address and everything?
No, it was just like, Jason Nash closes on this $1 million home. And it was like, well,
Shake.
like, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's flattering. As long as they don't show up, it's flattering.
Have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
You have.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the love of your life?
I don't have one that I know. I would hope that it would work out if I met the love of my life.
see.
So I like to think I haven't met them yet.
I
I do have a dog though, and he's almost 10. So
Tosh.
So far, he has been my soulmate.
Yes.
And he's very
The
cute.
dog's 10.
He's almost 10. He's blind, and he's cute as fuck. And
Really?
Yeah. So that's the most living soul that I've spent the most intimate time with ever.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
I
So.
have a dog. I have a golden retriever.
You do? What's
He's
his name?
horrible.
Oh really? Yeah. Why?
He just eats everything. So, okay, so maybe we can play, should we play a game? That'd be good? All right, let's do it. Okay. Never have I ever been arrested. Really?
Yeah. Surprising, huh?
Okay. Stolen.
Have you?
Yes.
Why?
I've been arrested. When I was like 17, there was a bunch of alcohol in my car, and I went to a school dance, but like I didn't drink any of it. And then I went to McDonald's after the school dance, and then I came back, and like 9 squad cars came out. 'Cause
Fuck that.
They
Full
saw
on
all the alcohol,
arrest.
and I had to wash cars for 8
That's
weeks.
mean. They
Yeah.
should have just given
Police
you a
course.
little no-no.
Yeah, it's I've done some dumb stuff. If you've done a reality TV show,
Sort of.
what did you do?
I appeared on The Hills, New Beginnings. That's how I met my
How is
ex.
that?
Fucking terrible. It was fine. No.
The thing that I know about The Hills, and
Yeah.
I'll be the one to say it, is it's all scripted.
Yeah, it was directed, I guess.
Yeah, it's all
Led-
directed.
yeah,
It's like,
there's-
here's the scenario. You're mad at her.
I think there was a lot of confusion about when the show came back, what kind of show it was going to be versus the other time. But
Oh, and this is why you're linked with Justin Bobby, and when you look at like clickbait and stuff. Right. He's
It was
a cool looking guy.
he's good looking. So
Let's
There's that.
Let's leave it at that.
yeah, we'll leave it at that. And then I appeared on Famously Single that my ex Callan Best was on.
He's a good looking guy.
He's a great looking guy.
Woo!
Actually,
What's his
one of
deal? I thought he was a soccer player, but he's not.
His dad is, and so
dad
he
is.
plays soccer, and now he's coaching a soccer team in the UK. But he's
Got it.
hunky, he's nice,
He
and
got really good shoulders.
yeah, he's a good looking. He's kind of like Jude Law. like a real life
like
one.
like a buff Jude Law. Jude Law is not.
But we're on good terms, so he's cool. We like him.
You dated him for a while.
About a year.
That's your type.
I don't think I have a type though.
You don't? I don't either.
But it's all the same kind of dudes. Like their personalities are very similar.
Which is what?
Charming, kind of the center of attention. A little seductive. I like to be seduced.
Right.
I do.
Right on. Me too. Ever been in a physical fight with another girl?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Not at the Playboy Mansion, I hope.
No. In Louisiana, me and my friend in high school, her name was Ashley. She was so bitchy when we were going on this. We had to sneak her out of our house to go to do something, and she was bitching about the manner in which we snuck her out. Yeah. And we got in a fight, and I hit her with my high heel. We're still friends.
What was the manner you got her out?
I don't know. She just wasn't proud of our getaway car work. I don't know. In Louisiana, though, people fight. Like, people are frisky, and they drink a lot. And it's not... in LA, people get away with a lot of bad behavior. But in the South, if you mouth off to someone, you're getting punched in the fucking face. Yeah. So that's a lot different than here.
You miss the South?
I don't miss that part of it. I miss the food.
Yeah. Like what?
Red beans and rice.
Yeah, jambalaya.
Gumbo, etouffee. Boiled peanuts.
You ever go to jazz? I was in New Orleans once, and I got to listen to jazz on the water once, and that was really cool.
It's nice.
Yeah.
We have a different culture. We have a legitimate culture that is very different and a very different lifestyle. It's nice to go back home and remember that money doesn't matter. It really doesn't there. Louisiana is about good times and family and good food and fun.
I'm so impressed with you.
Oh, thank you.
I really am. It's because, you could have gone the other way.
What's the other way?
Just been
Crack
like, I'm the shit. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not too late.
I wasn't saying crack whore. I was just saying you're so humble.
Oh, thanks.
That's all.
But no, it's really nice to be able to go back somewhere where people wear T-shirts as their daily. It's so refreshing to be like, oh, LA is just a video game. This is real life.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Would you leave LA?
Nope. I'm here to stay.
Oh, you like it?
I do.
Okay. What do you like about it?
It's fucking pretty. It's pretty. I really like the landscaping. I'm not going to lie. Like, I like the flowers everywhere. I think it's a beautifully well-kept looking. I mean, maybe not this street specifically, but...
This street's not good.
Hollywood's a little dirty.
But come to Davy Wayne's. It's a blast.
The bar is cool. Hollywood
Come at night so you can't see everything around it.
Beautiful.
Okay. Ever started a fire? Jess?
I think once I put foil in the microwave.
Sorry about that one.
It's okay.
No, this one's not much better. Slept outdoors for the night.
I don't think so.
No. Had sex in a car.
I think I've had foreplay in a car.
Okay. Been the alibi for someone. That's a good one.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what? You took the fall? For Bruce Willis in that movie?
No. I mean, I would lie in a situation where it's like if I'm a bridesmaid and someone is doing something like, if I'm on bridesmaid duty, I'm not going to be nice. I'm going to be dishonest. I'll lie to the husband. You know what I mean? There's certain things.
You mean like a bachelorette party?
Yeah, like I'll just maybe do that.
Have you been to a bachelorette party where stuff went down?
Yes, recently.
Really?
I was at the funnest fucking bachelorette party.
Where?
My girlfriend has a nightclub in the house. She and her husband are insane. They're nuts.
Not the one.
What's the one?
The one, the most expensive house in LA that has a nightclub in it. Okay, go ahead.
It's another one, but they had a club, and she had to throw this bachelorette party, and so we all invited random guys that no one was hooking up with. So it was just this random group of men and girls, and there was like A-list people there. Really? I got people to make out with people. I was bad.
Really?
Yeah.
And when you do something like that, does everyone put their phones away? Obviously.
No, there's footage. There's footage. There was NDAs, and there's still footage, and
there was NDAs.
Yeah. Just for fun. Oh, they're not enforced. It's just us being.
If we opened your DMs right now, would I be shocked?
I don't know. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
I don't care. I think a lot of DM action has changed since they made Raya.
Oh. What do you mean? Because you can just go straight to Raya and message somebody, and that's probably like a better way to be seen. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. I mean, I think there's so many men that we're not going to be able to find the names. It's crazy. It's a burden.
No.
It really is.
No, it's not a burden.
Looking like you is a burden.
What?
I think.
A gift and a curse.
A gift and a curse.
Pendulum.
It's exhausting.
And you get a lot more abuse than people would know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of going out is like straight up abuse. And I think what's interesting is people, like we know each other from Instagram, even though we don't claim to know each other.
Right.
Especially in LA, because we've seen the same people being tagged in the same industries over and over. So I know people that I've never met, that I've never followed, and I can point them out like, oh, that person's familiar. So that happens to me too. And I'll be out and they do the whole, they do the back and forth with the phone and that's her and blah, blah, blah. And I'm sure something like she looks like shit or like, she's short or what, I don't know, whatever.
Or you see someone
Or they're saying something good, but
Yeah.
they look like little assholes. And I'm just like, this is not nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward. Or they'll be like, are you cool? Like, what do you do? Do I know you from something? They like try to get you to.
They pretend they don't know you.
Pretend they don't know you.
That's the worst.
It's just all this game.
Yeah.
Exhausting.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just leaving normal off the table. Like normal, it's so cool to be chill, normal, and people are just doing everything but that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
especially in a setting of like a bar or a club.
Yeah,
it's like really.
Normal goes far.
Gangbanging is the wrong word, but it's like all guys like trying to be the alpha, and shit like that.
I sat at a dinner table once, and this guy was like, he was across from me saying how he wouldn't cheat on his wife with me. And he was never invited to, like I would, but they're talking shit about me as I'm sitting across the table, but that's like their defense mechanism because I would never be interested in this guy, and I'm not, and I would never look twice. So it's like this, it's always this like little push. So I don't like going out that much either because I don't like to be poked, and I'm from Louisiana. We'll slap you in the face.
How many nights a week do you have to go out for work? Like, do you have to get dressed up every night? No. You just do what you want.
Yeah, I say no to a lot. I don't like a lot of influencer type events. I get really exhausted by that. I feel like there's a lot of clowns in this town.
I
don't
you don't
like
miss
to be around clowns.
You don't miss Halloween though. I see that.
No, I love Halloween.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. I like to rage though. Like I'll give myself a few times a year to kind of go wild, and Halloween's one.
You drink or smoke?
More of a drinker.
Mm-hmm. What do you like to drink?
Tequila, vodka.
Me too. Yeah, tequila. Yeah,
but a beer during the day, I can really have a good time. Like I can last very long.
Yeah, you're a tank. My assistant Jess she can drink a ton.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
unreal.
can go for a while.
She threw the most amazing birthday party for herself. Like,
oh yay!
It was really fun, and she doesn't remember any of it.
That's how it should be. That's exactly right.
Is Dan Bilzerian a good lover?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
What makes a good lover? I noticed too when I was researching you on YouTube, it's like people come to you for sex advice for some reason. Why is that?
I think because people just want to get in the minds of maybe like a hot girl. Because if it's available, why don't you tell me what you want?
Right.
And I have some great advice that people don't ever talk about.
Look, tell me.
You should, like, your hand should always be involved in everything. Like, there's anything involving the fingers is underrated. Like, if you can ever manage to get a finger in someone's mouth and it not be awkward and it be hot, you have just, whatever you're doing is good. But yeah, there's a lot of like, you want to be so in lust with someone that you could like spit in each other's mouths and it would be sexy and not fucking annoying.
Yeah.
That is kind of the key. But there's a lot of like dirty talk. There's a lot of ways to touch. There's so much left on the table.
Do women hit you up in the DMs and ask you advice?
Maybe about like, outfits and bras and things like that, but not so much about men.
And what's your take on watching porn? You think that's good?
I enjoy porn.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think it's fine and it's fun. And
with couples, it's good.
Like what kind of porn?
No.
Or like when I'm in a couple?
Yeah, like a couple.
I like it by myself. But look.
Oh, you watch it by yourself?
Yeah. But if I'm really, really into someone, that's what's so cute about me, actually. When I'm really into someone, I don't enjoy porn anymore.
Yeah.
I only get off thinking about that person. And that's why love is really dangerous for me, because I'm one of those people that, like, when I lust and I like something, I really like it, and nothing else will do. And then it's so distracting.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah. That's how I feel right now, the relationship I'm in.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I've never felt like that before.
Ever?
No. Not where I'm just like infatuated with this one person, and it feels unhealthy.
Yeah. God, I hope it works out.
I don't know.
I want to see success. I want to see wins.
We'll see. All right, let's finish this. This is great so far too. Thank you.
Of course.
Have you ever thrown a drink at someone?
Yes.
Never have I ever thrown a drink at someone.
I have.
You have.
Ice. specifically, but yes.
What was the circumstance?
I was dating a guy. He owned a nightclub, and there was this girl around, and it wasn't my best moment. But I just remembered like throwing a piece of ice. It was not nice, and I regret that. I should be nicer. I'm much nicer now.
Oh.
Ilya? What up?
What's up?
Do you want to play pickleball?
Sure, when?
Don't we have a tournament?
We're doing a pickleball tournament for $10,000. She can be your partner.
Yeah.
Are you good?
And I'm good enough, but you have nice abs, so you could make up for what I lack in core strength.
Well, thank you. Okay, I'm down.
Okay, good. It's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, too.
What did you think of his DM?
I liked your DM. It was cute.
You did? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it was cute.
I worked very hard on it.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
No problem. Good to meet you.
You too. I'll see you on the court.
I'll see you at pickleball.
Okay.
Show her your car.
We have to win.
Show her your cool car.
Okay.
He rapped.
Fine.
He's got a really cool car. And show her the gym.
It's not actually that cool. Just as a preface.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cute.
Yeah, it's a starter.
Hell yeah.
It's not any yet, but
congrats. You got the abs in the car. What more do you need?
Yeah. I definitely have the abs, but not the car just yet. All right. Well, good to meet you. I'll see you soon.
Okay. See you soon.
Okay. Thanks, El. Bye.
He's got abs in a car. Thank you.
I thought there was a little spark. I could see in his eye.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was definitely like, oh. Okay, ever been kicked out of a bar?
Yes, for sure.
Just being drunk?
I don't know. In Louisiana, you never know. There's fights and things and probably being underage. I don't know.
Have you ever slid into anyone's DMs?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how'd it go?
God, I don't even remember specifically, but I'm sure it went fine. Yeah. I've done it before.
Yeah.
No one memorable. But
Do you have like a date coming up this week or anything?
No, I'm fucking dry.
Really?
It's dry, the whole thing. No, it's super dry. I'm in a very honestly single stage, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Scary.
We'll take you out with my girlfriend.
As a threesome? That would be depressing. I'd be so depressed. You guys are all like in love. I'm just sitting there.
No.
All I'd want to do is talk about the last guy. So
we can talk about that too if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounds like you're still hurting.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure that I won't send like a text like when Mercury hits retrograde just to see.
To see what he's thinking?
Yeah, just to see.
Are you into astrology?
Yeah.
You're a Taurus, right?
Mm-hmm. What are you?
Gemini.
Oh, you guys have so much energy.
My last girlfriend was Taurus.
Oh, what did you think about it?
Problematic.
No, why? No.
She was
stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty stubborn.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I could tell. You feel like a Taurus.
Oh.
But that's good. My dad's a Taurus too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
keep the bills paid.
Yeah, they do.
The lights on. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
We're
They're good breadwinners.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're really into themselves too.
Oh fuck.
Have you ever ran a marathon?
No.
Why would you ask a woman with a large chest if she ran a marathon?
I could. I'm very athletic.
What's your take on boob reductions?
If it makes you feel good and you need to do it for your back or whatever, but do it. But boobs are great in all shapes and sizes, so if you don't need to, who cares?
The girl I'm dating now had a boob reduction, and when she told me, I was like, oh, good Lord.
Interesting.
It's a little bit of sadness.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You never know.
But I understand if your back hurts.
Yeah, people got their reasons.
Okay, that's that. What else? Oh, here's what I wanted to ask you.
I did run track in high school, though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I actually did run. And it's funny because the sports bras were a problem. They were actually it was a thing.
They couldn't be held in.
I had to wear a few, but I remember it.
Did you notice more fans coming out when you joined the track team?
No.
No.
Well, in Louisiana, there's a lot of girls with really sexy bodies. I don't know what it is, but it's not uncommon to have some juicy tits. Here it is a little bit. I don't know if it's the food. Or the Cajun food.
Oh, yeah.
Dairy milk, but.
Yeah. And so, and you said too that when you were 18, you had, somebody said something to you that really affected you, right? Something you were wearing?
Probably a lot of the time.
So
it probably isn't an isolated event.
Right.
But people were cruel and rude a lot. And it was you can't see what you look like when you're not in your own body. Yeah. So it was hard for me to think that my body was so outrageous compared to other people because it's what I had seen all the time. So there was a lot of slaps in the face to help me understand that it was different.
People want you to cover up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Guys, quick reminder that you can get early access to all the podcasts and all my vlogs, exclusive vlogs, on my website, thenashnation.com. Right there, yes, thenashnation.com. Go to the link in the description right now and sign up today, and you will not be disappointed. Okay, back to the video. Okay, so you're doing good. Your career's doing great. We have to say that. We don't have the relationship figured out yet, which is fine.
Yeah.
It'll come. It's going to come. What ultimately do you want to be doing?
That is the tricky part because I like it all.
Yeah.
And I can't, if I would deny myself one thing, it wouldn't be being honest. I love hosting. I've been acting. I like acting. I like business. I like shipping shit and making products and stuff.
What kind of businesses you're in?
Well, even my own merchandise. So I'll sell a calendar every year that I produce from top to bottom. And I do the creative and the styling and the editing and all this stuff. And it's an extreme, and my stuff shits on some of like major magazines. The work itself is beautiful. And so I like producing stuff like this. So my talents are kind of vast. And now it's my job to get in them.
That's tough too, to have a lot of talents.
It is. But
right?
I think the modern, a modern celebrity or like a modern media personality, like it's how you survive now too. So I think everything was meant to be how it was meant to be. I have a few films coming out, a recurring role in a series.
Tell us, what are they? What's the recurring? Wait, what's the recurring role?
I don't want to tell you the role, but it's got a fire cast. It's kind of like a Miami drug cartel kind of series. It's called Paper Empire. We have a very classic star-studded cast, and my character is sinister and funny. And I have a film, 18 and Over. It's coming out October 5th on demand.
What's that about?
It's a scary movie. We've got Ashley Benson and G-Eazy, Pamela Anderson's in the film.
Great.
So, yeah.
Did you meet Pam?
No, but I gave her my makeup artist.
Oh, you gave her your makeup artist.
They vibed, so.
Oh, that's cool.
1 degree removed. Very cool.
And so what's your day like? Like what time you wake up? What do you eat?
Okay, I usually wake up.
This is my favorite question.
Because I always want to know what people do. But I'll wake up usually around 8. I'll go to a Pilates class or I'll go to my trainer. And I spend
Work
my
out
days,
every day?
No, 3 days a week.
3 days a week.
And I like to hike and stuff like that. But like a day like yesterday, I edited maybe 20 different photos, a few different videos. I made calls about taxes. I had to deal with my blind dog throughout the day.
Yep. Running into walls.
Running into walls. I have to take selfies and do photos, and it's kind of a lot. It's all over the fucking place. And because next year's coming up, I'm planning the calendar and I'm planning the Halloween costumes and all the styling that's involved with that. It's funny. I think my dad thinks I don't have a real job. I have 40 jobs.
Yeah.
And from this podcast, like how many people it takes to do a podcast. I run the OnlyFans myself. I didn't hire an agency. And it's one of the highest performing OnlyFans pages that exist. And all the styling and all the Instagram posts and all the press, most of that is gotten by me.
Right.
Even the film was through a connection and a networking and someone I knew was in the right place at the right time. So all of these things you have to do in this industry. And tonight I'll be going out to dinner and hopefully finding a great agent. But it's a lot of work. It's nonstop work.
What kind of agent? Acting?
I don't know.
Or just some?
I need a lot because I have the internet stuff and then I have the acting stuff.
Do you have an assistant?
I do sometimes. So I have virtual assistants, but I have someone else starting next week. Rufus DeStole stole her, and so she went on tour with them, but now she's back.
Okay. I think it's good too. I think we found that too with this podcast where we are doing it all ourselves. And that can be really, really, really beneficial. Just to wait on somebody else is tough. To put it in the hands of somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a podcast and I was going to bring it back. And I have 6 episodes done, and Eyes
Up Here.
Mm-hmm. I might change the name and do something a little riskier.
Oh, I like that name. Oh, Frisky, even friskier?
Riskier, yeah. But something a little bit different. But there's so many things I want to do. But right now, my job is to find the right support so that I can only be doing my creative stuff to where I'm not manhandling all my life. It's a lot of work, but it's good things. It's good to have too much on your plate. That's a great fucking thing. Mm-hmm. So I should be happy.
Oh, and then what else did I want to? And then who do you look up to, or who's like inspired you in terms of like, I don't know, being out here and doing what you do? And
I really I know this is cheesy, but I find inspiration in a lot of people.
Yeah,
I don't think everyone is like a perfect person. I like how this person does their internet stuff, like how this one is in film and movies, and how this one is a business person.
Sure.
I mean, Kim Kardashian is impressive as fuck.
Super impressive.
And I love that she doesn't, like, that people just talk shit all day, every day. And she just gets richer and smarter. and stays nice.
And she's done so much for people that were on death row. I don't know if you followed that at all.
Yeah.
She's done a lot.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
A lot that she hasn't had to do. I enjoy that. I really like people who, not underdogs, but maybe like an underdog. Yeah.
She's kind of an underdog.
Yeah, I think from the start you would think.
Yeah, in a way,
she started working in closets and stuff.
Yeah. She used to clean people's closets or organize them.
And in a lot of ways, like I feel cliche like that. Like I'm never gonna have a famous parent, and I'm never gonna be 5'11", so I couldn't do high fashion stuff, and I couldn't, be born into.
How tall are you?
The right family, 5'3".
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm. But all the things that I've managed to accomplish off of straight up just real people wanting to follow me without the stage mom behind me, without the sugar daddy behind me, without the famous mom and dad, like it feels fucking good. And I'd actually rather be in this kind of position than the other. I'm proud of it.
Have you ever had a prince offer you $500,000 to come to a party?
Oh man, when I first moved here, there was so much hooker stuff, and people would send emails all the time, and it was like a thing about come to Dubai, come to this, and it was overwhelming actually, all the demands and DMs. And
what kind of money are we talking?
Life-changing money, and I was poor as fuck, and I was a bartender, but
$100,000.
Yeah, in the DM, people were awesome, and it was so funny because I met this guy. And he said, Lindsey, it's known that you won't even go to dinner for 30 grand. You won't even meet people. And they do that now still. People will still be in my DM. I'll pay you $10,000 to come have coffee with me. But it's just not my thing. I'm so mean, and I don't need that much money, to be honest.
Right.
That I would want to be told what to do.
Good for you, standing by your morals, standing your ground. I would definitely take it.
You couldn't though. My friend, one of my best friends, she always joked man, I want to be a sugar baby, and she'd try. She'd go on these dinners with people, and she's like, I can't fucking do it. He's so fucking dumb,
so boring,
and stupid. I'd rather be poor. I can't.
Yeah. How much money do you think I could make on OnlyFans?
Do you want to do straight stuff, or do you want to do guy stuff? Guy stuff, you're gonna get paid more. There's not as big of a market for heterosexual women, so you're gonna have to do it a little gay.
So you basically got to go gay.
You gotta go gay. And gay's okay.
Is that what happens when on guys' OnlyFans?
I would assume.
Or unless you're like Tyga, he has sex with people, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Love to watch though. I don't want to pay for it myself, but I do want to see it.
It's a plug for Tyga.
Oh
Go check out Tyga's. I want to ask you. So when you have to take a good picture, but you're ugly. Well, not that, but. I can't smile.
Okay.
So people say, my friends tell me when I smile, I look dead inside.
That's so fucked up.
I'm going to smile for you.
Okay.
You take a look, okay?
Okay.
Ferris, hold up the camera like we're taking a picture. Okay, so make it real natural. Okay. Oh, someone's like, oh, take a picture.
Cheese.
Yeah, let's take a picture. Okay.
All right, cheese.
It doesn't seem authentic.
I know, I don't know how to fix it.
Fuck, really?
It's really bad. It doesn't seem authentic.
It doesn't.
I know. So what am I doing wrong? Because you have to pose all the time, right? And it's it's your business. Okay.
You should try a bunch out at once and see if one works for people.
And then the other thing is I get a complex about it. So now that we're talking about it, it's just going to get worse.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's a good smile how you're looking at me now. You're wide-eyed and then it gets fake. No. Your eyes have to be wider.
Okay, so show me. So
eyes
open?
Yeah. Hell no.
That's not good. Mm-mm. What am I doing wrong?
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it either.
I haven't had any face work.
That's okay.
No.
You don't need it.
And then the other thing I know,
great skin.
The other thing we noticed is the other day is that this side is better looking than this side.
That's natural. There's always going to be one side.
This side is okay. This side looks like I'm going to rehab.
What if you smiled without your, what if you just did a...
Because then when I do that, my mom's like, smile.
Are we pleasing mom or are we pleasing your friends? These are a lot of critics.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate
a lot of guys pose like this, so it'll be but that's like a UFC fighter pose. They'll be like this.
Yeah, but then it's anybody.
Wow, it's kind of a good look on him though. Do it? No, it's kind of cute. I'm not going to lie. You could get away with it. I kind of like it. So
just do this from now on when someone takes a picture?
Yeah.
What if everyone else is smiling in the picture?
You know how hard you'd look if you were just It kind of works for you. This really is a look that works for you. If I didn't know you and you were I'd do UFC.
Not this.
No.
But this.
Kind of. You got a good smize.
Good eyes?
Yeah, smize.
What's a smize?
It's like where your eyes are telling something without your face telling, like the rest of your face. Like your eyes are saying it all. When you do like this, it works.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Jess, you agree?
I think it's just his eyesight's bad.
She said she thinks it's just my eyesight's bad. All right, let's see what else we got here. So what's the best advice you ever received?
I feel like I have a better answer to this, and I'm not going to remember.
I asked Howie Mandel the other day, and I go, "What's the best advice?" He goes, "Listen." I thought that was really good.
So weird. One of my favorite things to tell people is don't listen to the limitations like other people put on you. I think so.
Don't listen.
No,
I meant like listen.
Right, listen and learn.
When people
of course.
talk, listen.
I feel like some of the best advice that I've received is just like, but it was like kind of self-taught, is that people don't know. They don't know your capabilities. They'll never know what you can do. You know what you can do, and you have to be honest with yourself about that. And like, you have to kind of trust yourself. Like, you have to trust your gut. If you have proven to yourself that you're someone you can trust, some people aren't.
Did you watch the Kanye doc?
No. How was it?
It's so incredible.
Really?
Because it's just what you said.
Yeah.
He believed in himself, and no one else did.
Yeah.
He walks into Jay-Z's record label, and he has a boombox. He's got his teeth are all messed up because he was in an accident. He doesn't look cool in any way, and he walks into each office, and he'll play a really good song, like Through the Wire, like a song you would know.
Yeah.
And he plays it, and everyone ignores him. People walk out of the room, and then he picks up his boombox, and he goes to the next office, and he's like...
They've had this on film?
Yeah, it's all in the doc.
Cool.
It's really cool, and it just shows you to But I've never had that. I've never had that belief in myself. I'm
Really?
always just here.
I feel like to be in this position, you have to have.
No, I just try my best. My story's different. I was a comedian for 20 years, and then it wasn't really going anywhere. And then I met a YouTuber named David Dobrik, and he put me in the videos. And then we did those videos for 4 years. They did really well, and now I'm doing this. But I got famous, or I got successful when I was 43.
Yeah.
So I spent
cool.
I spent
I like that.
20 years oh my God, no money. Literally when he found me, I owed $80,000 in taxes. I was living in a studio apartment, and it was just really, really bizarre.
Yeah.
But it definitely made me who I am. It definitely made me grounded and appreciative of everything I get, which is nice.
That's important.
Yeah. So now when something really good happens, I go, oh, it'll probably end.
Oh.
I don't get that excited.
Don't think like that.
No?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, my friend Harry Jowsey, he got me a manifestation book earlier this year, and we wrote 2 things in it that came true.
What'd you write?
Well, he had me write, he was like, he bought me the book, and he was like, okay, I want you to write what you want. And so I started to write things well, I want a new car. And he was like, no. It's not, I want a new car. He's like,
the type, model,
it's
color.
I want a Ferrari.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And that concept to me was so insane, because I don't even know if I want a Ferrari or
Yeah.
whatever. And then his were mine were oh, I'd love to go on tour and do stand up. And he's like, no. He's like, look at mine. He's like, I want to be on the cover of GQ. He's like, I want to be on Time magazine. He's like, I want to and so that really opened my eyes. And so we did write. He was like, who would you like to meet? Who would you like to meet? And I was like, well, Dave Chappelle is my ultimate friend. And he's like, okay. He's like, all right, let's put that there. He's like, what with Dave Chappelle? And I'm like, I don't know, have dinner with Dave Chappelle. And he's like, have dinner with Dave Chappelle. And then literally the next week, I was at a premiere, Sonic the Hedgehog. So we're out there, and I vlog. So you're always out there some idiot trying to get footage and oh, you did this or whatever. It's how I make my money.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
So we're on the red carpet and we're goofing around with my friends. It's a fun job, because I love my friends. And then all of a fucking sudden, Jim Carrey, I know it's not Dave Chappelle, but Jim Carrey gets out of a limousine and he starts walking, and I'm like, oh my God, that's Jim Carrey, like that. And he sees us and he walks right over to us. And he just goes, hi, I'm Jim. like that. So like in a way, like I felt like
That's sick.
I manifested that.
I just read a book and they said when you manifest, you say this or something better. You can add that at the end.
Oh, okay.
You can they say, because sometimes the universe will know something a little bit better. But if you say this or something better, so maybe that's something
And
like
also, I wrote in that book, like, what was it, just like 5 months ago we did that? Yeah, maybe it was like 8 months ago. I wrote, I want to meet the love of my life. And then I met.
Oh my God, no pressure. Fuck, I hope this works out. I just got out of a soul crushing, like, it didn't work out. Maybe mine will work out.
But you only knew him for a month.
5 weeks?
Yeah, that's true.
Not a big difference. Yeah.
And
Who knows? Maybe you never know. Life is long and love stories can be messy, so I don't know.
yeah.
You never know.
You want to play Smash or Pass?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. Let's
It's a great way for me to get into like a successful love life.
Okay, these are all my friends.
Okay.
Okay, these are like the guys I make videos with.
Okay.
So you're gonna just do a simple Smash or Pass.
Okay.
It's really easy. Maybe you might recognize some of them, or maybe you won't. Actually, you probably won't. You seem to be in a different world.
I know. I am in a different world.
You're friends with Batch, right? Mm-hmm. He did the podcast. He's so good.
He cracks me up.
He's so funny.
Somehow he was in my birthday on Bourbon Street, and we just raged. And
Oh, was
my
he
God,
doing
He's
a-
like Michael Jackson. No, I
Was
mean,
he doing a movie down there?
He's so famous. He's like Will Smith famous, and especially in Louisiana,
He's so
like
famous.
people were just like to where it was like a security thing on Bourbon Street, and I'm like, oh my God, he's
Really?
too fucking famous to be out here. It was so funny to me.
Great guy.
Great guy.
Really grounded.
Yeah.
Really funny. Okay, here we go. This is my friend Todd.
Todd's cute.
Smash or pass?
I mean, if it was like a look, say smash. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna love that.
He looks great.
What's up,
That's a
Todd?
great pick.
What's up,
See,
Todd?
okay, that's a smize. That's kind of like you could do this look.
That's my Todd.
I think it's a good look.
Yeah, he's very good looking.
He's a good model.
Okay, this is my friend Mike Sheffer. Smash or pass?
The mug is throwing me off because if you've got to say you're a nice Jewish boy, run for the hills.
Jess, you did Mike so dirty.
Yeah.
You could have picked a way better picture. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. I'm sorry.
He's a cute guy.
Well, he's really good at business. Okay, this is our friend David.
He's got nice hair.
Yes, he does. Smash or pass?
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna be cutthroat now. I'm trying to look for love. I don't want to waste anyone's time.
Don't waste any time.
He deserves someone who's beautiful and has that same smile and head of hair. It's not me.
Okay. This is our friend
Smash.
Jonah.
Yeah, Jonah looks funny.
Did you know that his DMs are flooded with pretty girls?
I mean, look at that. Look at this photo. This is confidence.
Okay,
right
so
here.
so do the math for me because I don't understand.
What? He looks fun.
Okay.
He really does look
Okay, so
fun.
that makes sense.
If you're gonna take a photo like this, you're fun. Like I like it. Smash.
Smash on Jonah. Wow.
He looks like a good time.
Oh, there's our old friend that you just got off the phone with. Smash or pass?
That's the same guy.
Yeah.
That's a great photo. I mean, on the looks alone, we'll smash.
Smash.
But I'm not going to mass shows on a Sunday.
Okay, this is our friend Zane.
Like, if someone wanted to get with me, they should be like, let's go sit outside and like look at the stars. I'm kind of that
Ah.
kind of chick. Mass shows is like a hard left turn for me.
Ah.
And I did that. I liked someone so much, and I said, let's make out on the Mulholland lookout point in front of the stars. Like, that's me. I'm a little bit more.
I'm gonna steal that.
You
'cause
should.
I'm
It's so
I'm going
fucking
out tonight.
smooth.
We're going to see a comedian tonight.
It's so smooth. Bring candy and like just a little blanket and go watch the stars. What's more romantic than that?
I'm gonna do it.
Nothing. And
I'm
she'll
gonna
never
steal it.
forget it for the rest of her life.
Really?
And I came up with that. I'm romantic.
Yeah.
I was proud of it.
That would be a good show for you.
What?
You should go in and like help people,
Help do dates?
help guys.
I could do it.
That's a good show.
I want
Has
guys.
anyone come to you with that?
No.
Yeah, you'd be really good, like talking to guys and being like, "No, you idiot."
I want to teach them how to the sex appeal part.
How do you have sex?
That
appeal
guy
with
had
a
sex
girl?
appeal. The one that you just showed me the
Jonah?
photo of him with the shirt and that fun face. Like
He's
it
also
doesn't
delusional.
take much. It's the vibe. The vibe is everything.
You're
though.
saying that Nick Antonian has sex appeal. Is that what you're saying?
I think there's a vibe there. I do. It really is so much less about like physical height, clothes. It is
Okay.
all the vibe. I have seen girls lose their shit over guys who look like potatoes, like people who are not attractive whatsoever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's the vibe, and the vibe is free.
Okay, here we go. This is our friend Zane.
He looks stressful. I'm gonna go now.
He can be a little stressful.
Yeah, he looks like he'd stress me out.
He's actually really fun. He's really fun when he drinks. Oh God, this picture of Joe. This is our friend Joe.
What is that hair?
He would get funny haircuts for different YouTube videos, and this was one of his specialties. That
If you took off that hair, he kind of looks like Johnny Sins.
it's a pass.
So, I mean, if he looks like Johnny Sins, if you got rid of the hair, smash.
Smash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give him a
Ooh,
smash.
Joe, we got a smash. This is our friend Scott. He's a musician.
He's cute. What is over his penis?
He has a lot of. I think that's a smiley face or a mustache.
Right over the dick. Are there any other words that we can read? The words will let you know.
I don't know what the rest of his tattoos say, but do you like guys with tattoos?
I've dated guys with tattoos. I don't really mind or care for them. I got in trouble because I would not remember what they were. People would be like, "What's on my forearm?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know."
It's so lame.
They're like, "What's written above my something?" I'm like, "I don't know."
It's really hard to remember stuff about people.
It's hard to keep up with.
Oh God, this is our friend Brandon.
He looks funny.
He looks funny?
Yeah.
He is really funny.
He looks like he'd be funny. So he'd probably be more in like the Smash category.
Well, there you go.
He looks like he'd be funny.
All right, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Smash, Brandon Calvillo.
It's all in the eyes for me.
Is your OnlyFans killing it?
I was ugly this morning. Yeah. OnlyFans is killing it. It's so much fun.
Okay, what was
So
I going
much
to do?
work.
Okay, hold on.
I do like a whipped cream bikini in the shower.
You what?
Kills. I made a bikini out of fruit roll-ups on there.
Wait,
Crush.
tell me what happened?
You got to get creative on OnlyFans. You can't just do the same things over and over again.
No, I know,
I'll do
I
like
know.
a Varsity Blues whipped cream bikini, and I made one out of fruit roll-ups, which are very lickable and stickable. If you ever needed to know that, you just lick it.
And that one did well. But how do
They
you
do
know
well.
on OnlyFans? You can't see it before you buy it.
Yeah, you just tell them like what it'll be like, or you can do like a preview.
A little preview. Guys, I'm
Yeah.
doing a fruit roll-up bikini.
Pretty much.
We have a friend, Corinna. She makes so much money. Do you know Corinna? Tom?
God, why don't I know anyone?
It's because there's too many
Who
people
do
in the
I
world.
know?
Like, why would you know anybody?
I need to start making friends. That is on my to-do list.
Okay, here we go. Okay, this is Rapid Fire with Lindsey Pelas.
Payless.
Fuck.
It's okay.
Did you ever get a brand deal with Payless Shoes?
No.
Not yet.
Not
Payless
yet.
Shoes. She's right here.
Payless.
Pay
More to Payless,
That's good.
please.
Okay. Louisiana cuisine, jambalaya or crawfish?
Jambalaya.
How many models is too many on a yacht?
If there are more models than there are life jackets.
Okay. Ever consider having a breast reduction?
No.
Dogs or cats?
Both.
Hawaii or the Caribbean?
The Caribbean.
Photographers, mostly nice guys or perverts to... Photographers, mostly nice guys or perverts to their core?
50-50.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's a high number.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that. I would expect everybody, I'd expect to be a 90-10.
90 good?
Yeah.
There's some fucking weirdos.
Really?
Yes. Still, even to this day, after all the
Yeah.
the information.
Well, the whole thing is set up poorly where it's like you go to some guy's loft and you have to not have a lot of clothes on and he's going to take pictures. Like, it's just odd.
Yeah. It's definitely 50-50 is a generous.
All right. Photographers, be nice. Here we go. Playboy. Better when it had nudes or you like it sanitized?
Nudes.
Yeah, I agree. I used to love my dad's Playboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
It's really
nudes.
something. The pictures are so, and the articles really are good. I know people say that, but they really,
Yeah.
they really did have good articles.
Interesting. It's fun to see like a celebrity naked too. Someone that you've always wanted to see. It's fun.
Yeah. Like I remember when,
Who would you want to see naked right now?
oh, such a great question.
Right?
I mean, like, I think Kate Upton's really hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love. She would never.
Who else? And then like for my like celebrity crush, like Lady Gaga.
Fun.
Yeah. I love her. I love her. And Scarlett Johansson. Who would I want to see naked?
And who like would do it? You know what I mean? It's like
Who would
that's
what?
another category.
Who would do it?
Yeah.
Show me them naked.
Who would do it? You know what I mean? Because some people are mega rich. They're not going to get paid enough. They're not going to like. They would.
Oh, you're saying what celebrity would?
Like there's
Kim?
there's a category of people who like would, and this would benefit them, and this would benefit the magazine. Those.
Honestly, I'll tell you something. The one thing that sucks about getting older is the gloss of sex and stuff like that is gone. Like when I was younger, like I go to a strip club, and I went with my last girlfriend, and I was just like so turned off. I went to the red light district in Amsterdam last week.
Oh, last week, fun.
Yeah, and because we were all there for business, and we're like, oh, let's walk over to the red light district, and it's something that I've wanted to see my whole life.
Yeah,
like just heard about it, like the red light district. Oh, that's insane.
Yeah,
but like that whole idea, and then we got there, and it was the most depressing thing I ever saw.
Fuck.
Awful. No. Everyone looked drugged out.
Oh no.
Everyone looked like they were being trafficked. It was not cool.
Oh no.
Not to bring it down.
Wah.
But like sex in itself, like I'm trying to, like, who would I want to see naked? I guess Kim Kardashian's like, I think is really attractive. Yeah. But I also know the photos.
Like a Julia Fox Playboy moment. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good. She's
That'd
pretty.
be fun to see.
But I also know everything's so photoshopped.
I don't know. Playboy keeps it kind of cool. Like they wouldn't.
They don't?
Know what I mean? No.
Ever pick lint out of Dan Bilzerian's beard?
Probably.
Okay. Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Sopranos or Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad.
Really?
The Desert and Meth? Cool.
Breaking Bad, they are my two favorite shows, but I'd go Sopranos.
I've never seen Sopranos, to be honest.
Oh, you never seen it?
But two ducks did fly in my pool, and I heard that was just like the Sopranos.
Oh, yeah, that was in there. Yeah. Ever got a dick pic and said, hey, man, my day just got a whole lot better?
Never.
Never. You get a lot of dick pics? You never got one dick pic, they're like, well, it's pretty good.
No.
Never.
Never cared. It doesn't do anything.
I think guys in there, I know it's not right to send a dick pic, it's awful. I think guys go, well, I'd like to see your tits.
Right.
So she'd probably want to see my dick.
It's a logic thing. It's just there's just no truth on the table here.
Yeah.
They're getting it from the wrong pods.
Yeah, but a penis is not good looking.
No, they are, but just by itself is
a
weird.
lot.
Yeah.
Ever been rejected by a professional athlete?
I did when I was 23. I told what's his face to slide in my DMs. What's his name?
Odell Beckham?
No, it's the guy. He's from
saw you.
Texas. He always does charity. He's nice. JJ Watt.
Yeah, JJ Watt. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was, by the way, accosted by TMZ at the airport, and they
saw
said,
that video.
if you liked someone, who would you like? But he never did.
And he never
so
did.
we can say that he rejected me.
Okay. Women with no girlfriends, is that a red flag?
Red flag.
Have you ever tried stand-up comedy?
No, just sit down comedy.
Got it. Nice.
Bottoms.
Of the four major sports, in your experience, who are the best lovers?
I don't have any experience.
Okay.
Womp womp. Baseball players have huge butts a lot.
Yes.
Have you noticed that?
Yes, Roger Clemens. He was a pitcher for the Red Sox. He was a great pitcher, and I saw him once.
Why do they have nice butts?
I saw him once at a Chili's, and his butt went on for days.
Oh my God.
It was big and round. The other thing I heard about baseball players is they're the most fucked up.
Really?
I had a friend that wrote for all four sports teams, and he said baseball players are the most demonic, they're the most debaucherous, and that they like...
It's got to be soccer. It's got to be European soccer players. I've seen like pornos
well, he didn't
of
cover
them.
soccer.
Yeah, they're doing naughty stuff. They're like blowing each other for bets and like cocaine and whores.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, don't they drug test them?
I don't know, but there's a lot of naughty stories about some soccer players.
You watch soccer?
No.
No, I don't either. All right.
Heck
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go check out Lindsey everywhere.
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can follow me at Lindsey Pelas, and you can catch up with me at lindseypelas.com, and you can see 18 and over October 5th, or early on the NFT website. It's all on the website.
Good. Okay. Lindsey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.